back to normal and they're starting a new year, what do they want to accomplish? What do they want to do differently that they maybe have kind of let slack here recently, right? So in their health goals. So it's a great time to check with your current customers, but then also with your potential customers, potential clients, people that you have talked to, and just touch base and say, hey, I'd love to have a chat with you. Really easy opener of really just, I'd love to have a chat to see what your health goals are for 2022. And see what they say. See what they come back with. They may say, no, I'm not interested in talking to you about my health goals. Or they may say, yeah, actually, I'd like to have a conversation. And you can set up a time. Set up a time. Say, I'd like to set up a time to have a 15-minute conversation with you. So get your calendars out and think about that. If I've got, let's say I'm going to do like 3 hours a day. Say there's 3 hours a day, maybe an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon, hour in the evening. You could do 4 15-minute consultation calls during that time. And during that time, what you're doing is you're listening to them. This is what I'm sitting here at Trey's ball. I'm just saying this because this is what's coming out. I was sitting at Trey's ball game just now. It's an hour from our house where the game was, out in the middle of nowhere. And one of the moms sits down next to me. We're new Facebook friends. And she says, hey, I see you do all kinds of different health stuff. I'd love to talk to you. Now, I'm not going to talk to her right there in the middle of the ball game, being distracted and things are going back and forth and craziness. I said, yeah, I'll send you a message. We'll set up a time to talk. I'm going to set up a time to talk with you. Yeah, I'd love to hear more. Okay, great. So we're going to set up that time. So I want you to think about with your current customers and your potential customers, you'd like to set up a time to talk to them about their health goals for 2022. And you're scheduling, you can say this as an individual person, I'm scheduling 15-minute consultation calls. Because she asked me, she goes, well, what does it cost? I said, it doesn't cost anything for a consultation call. I'll just message you, we'll set up a time to talk. And you can tell me what your goals are. What if you did that with 50 people? And you did that 3 times a day, 4 people, 4 times 3 is 12. And you had 50 people on your list and you talked to 12 people a day. You kept it to 15 minutes. And the reason why you keep it to 15 minutes is because you ask them, tell me, even ahead of time, this is what I would do. Be prepared for our consultation call. Just come with a list of the top 5 things going on with you that you would like help with. So they're coming prepared. You're asking them, you've got your notebook out, you're asking them, what are your top 5 health concerns? And you've got their name at the top of the paper. You guys, I'm just totally telling you what I do when I have a consultation call with somebody. And you write down their top 5 things. Say their number 1 thing is insomnia, not able to sleep. Say their number 2 thing is pain, back pain. Say number 3 is lack of energy. Number 4 could be what? What's another issue that someone could have?
Their hair.
Digestion.
Digestion.
Thank you. Digestion, yes. Perfect. Okay. What else? Number 5.
They have wrinkles.
Arthritis. Brent, he's driving. He goes, arthritis. Exactly. So there's your top 5 things. Okay, what are we going to do? Oh, okay, got you. I'm excited to help you. I actually have a solution for all of that. We have a stem cell activation patch. Looks like a little Band-Aid. You put it on, it signals your body to make more stem cells. Stem cells heal and repair and regenerate your body. All of these things are under the umbrella of what stem cells do to heal and repair and help you have a better quality of life. We're also going to utilize the Eon patch because we're going to reduce inflammation at the same time as we're increasing our stem cell production. So we're set the body up for some serious rapid success. Okay. Oh gosh, I have tons of information. Forgot to put that on your list. It's all good. You can add that to your list too. All right, good. Well, I don't have energy. We have energy enhancer. Perfect. You have problems sleeping, we know the X39 can help with all that, but we're also going to make sure that you get the silent nights. So we're going to get you set up with a silver pack. You're going to get an X39. You're going to get a couple energy enhancers. You're going to get an Eon, and you're going to get a silent night for $299. That's what you're going to do. That's going to cover all of the issues going on with you right now. As soon as you get your patches in, you're going to call me. We're going to talk about placement, what we're going to do. We're going to start with the X39 and the Eon. We're going to put those on the back of your neck. You see, this, like we're almost done with our consultation call, right? They've told you their issues. You've said, I've got a solution for those. Here's what we're going to do to get you set up. I just need to get a little bit of information from you. Name, address, phone number, email, card, billing and shipping match. Yes, okay, great. I'll get this put in. You'll get a confirmation. I'm going to send you some stuff, either here on Messenger or text or via email. The health tracker. I want you to immediately print this off, and I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 in these 2 boxes. I'm going to send you the patch summary sheets. You can kind of see the different patches we have and the different things that they can help you with. But we know we're going to stay on the X39 for sure, and the Eon without a doubt. You'll probably notice that you start sleeping better and have more energy than you ever dreamt imaginable, even with inside of the first month. So you may not need energy enhancer or silent nights after your first month, but we definitely know you're going to need the X39 and the Eon. You might even look into getting some glutathione, right, to help boost your immune system and detox. There's your consultation call. Your goal today is to see how many consultation calls, because you are educated in this area. You are educated in health and wellness. You are educated in stem cell therapy, in phototherapy, photobiomodulation. Are educated, and you're not comfortable doing that consultation call yet, then grab the person that's in your upline. You're sending the messages, you're setting up the consultation calls, and there's plenty of people above you. Somebody will be available to say, yeah, I can do that consultation call with you, no problem. But we're letting everybody know up front, it's a 15-minute consultation call. They're coming to the table with their top 5 concerns, their health goals, things they want improved for 2022. And they're sending you that list. And then you're writing that down. And you've got right there on that piece of paper, you've got their order, their information. If you saw my notebook, it's nothing but people's names, their problems, the patches I'm ordering for them, and all their credit card information and the address and the email and everything right there, all on the same piece of paper. So when I go back to them to follow up, I see everything that's been done right there. All their concerns, all the patches, and all the info. So when they say, hey, I need this, I'm ready to order that now, I need some more of that, can you place my order? Of course I can. No problem, right? So if you have 12 consultation calls per day, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the midday, 1 hour in the evening, we don't have 3 hours a day. Your job for today, or your goal for today, is to set up those consultation calls. What would your business look like for your current customers and for your potential customers if they knew they had consultation calls and you were providing them the information they need, and or your upline is providing you the information they need to get a jump start on those 2022 health goals? Ordering those patches this week, they're going to get those week beginning of next week, which is prime time to start for their new year, right? And you guys have heard so many people within just a day or 2 or 3, the difference in how they feel physically, mentally, emotionally. One of my brand new customers sent me a message this morning. She goes, Staci, I had to ask you, is this normal? She said, where do I put the patches? I said, either the back of your neck or below your belly button. She goes, is it normal to put it on my neck? I feel like I can accomplish anything. Like I feel on top of the world. I feel like so different. Excited and ready to cook my day. Normal. Of course, normal. Okay. Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I don't know what's going on with her mentally and emotionally, right? She's one of my customers for anti-aging. She was looking for this, but now she's feeling totally different. She's like, is that normal? I'm like, of course it's normal. Of course it is. It helps you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. All of the above. So you decide your goals. You decide what you want to accomplish. We know that the year ends on Friday, but we also know that the week ends on Sunday. Okay? And so for those of you going for senior director, I have a little surprise for you. You guys ready? Anybody ready? You're like, yes, no, okay. So, so for senior director, for our leadership retreat that is taking place January 13th through the 16th. I get my dates right here. If you're executive director, you're coming in on the 11th. But the leadership retreat is the 13th, 14th.
Stacy breaking up, babe.
I'm breaking up.
Yep.
Yep. You hear me now? Prince said you may have to go to your phone. If his phone doesn't have service, my phone should have service. Let's see. Can you guys hear me now? Are you hearing me, Dee?
Yeah, that's a little better.
Okay. So let's see.
Sure, it could be me too.
Second.
Stacy, you were breaking up for me too.
Okay.
Brenda.
See if I have service. Oh, I'm reclaiming host. Okay. All right. Okay, I should be good now.
I'm getting an echo.
Laura, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So I just got off of Brent's phone and on mine. So I'm Verizon, he's AT&T. So between the two of us, somebody's gonna have a cell phone that's gonna work. So you guys, as far as your promotions, if you're going for senior director, the end of that promotion is this coming Sunday. Is it messed up again? Are we good? We're good. Okay, I heard somebody. I was like, Okay, this coming Sunday, the 2nd. I talked to Marcy and Peter over the weekend. Their flights are booked. And so they're coming in. Onyx said she'll let me know a little bit later today if she's able to stay at the house as well.
You're breaking up, babe.
But Marcy and Peter are already booked and ready to come in. April and I talked the other day.
You're breaking up.
Yes or no? Breaking
No.
up. Okay, then you're not supposed to hear this part then, I guess.
Oh, stop!
Stop! I
Stop.
keep breaking up. I know. Okay, see if you can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me now, Laura?
Yep.
Okay. So April and I talked last week, and we decided to extend the senior director promotion until the following Sunday, okay, which is Sunday the 9th. But we also have another little. So if you're on the cusp of senior director, then we're going to go ahead and extend that one more week for that promotion. Okay, which means if you're out of town, you better be making sure you make your plans and your arrangements so you're here in Sarasota, Florida on the 16th. But we're also going to do something else, and that's going to involve directors. So if you're not yet a director, it's very important that you are a director by Sunday. Okay? Can you hear me? Yes? Yes. So it's very, very, very,
by Sunday.
very, 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 very important that you are director by Sunday for this something extra, very special beach house thing you might want to be a part of. Okay? So if you're not yet, and you're like, there's no way I can get to senior director, I don't have the team in place yet, or I don't have this or that, no, that's all BS. You can have anybody in place in a matter of a day, right? Then we know that can happen. Okay? You can definitely get to senior director in the next 2 weeks. But if you're not yet even a manager, or maybe you're a brand new manager, and you're thinking, I don't know how that's going to happen, your goal is to get to director immediately, okay? And I'll share more details with that a little bit later today and tomorrow, but as we work out the exact logistics. But April and I decided there's definitely something that we're going to be doing with directors. And so we definitely want to make sure we have as many directors as possible. So if you're currently a manager, it is not that difficult to help two people do what you just did, right? And if you say, gosh, that's hard, then it's hard. But we know it's just for customers. It's just for customers. And if you say that to yourself enough, you'll realize that it is just for customers. It's for people, maybe it's for distributors, right? Laura and I signed up 4 people as distributors. Our first 4, we went manager with 4 distributors. 2 distributors on the left, 2 distributors on the right. We're done. So maybe it's 4 people that want to work the business with you right out of the gate. Or maybe it's a combination or whatever, right? So if you say it's not that difficult, it's actually simple. It's very simple. It's really simple. I'm just going to set up my consultation calls. If you do 12 consultation calls a day, do you not think you're going to be manager in 2 seconds? Do you not think that you're going to be director in like 4 seconds? If you really did 12 calls a day, 12 15-minute calls a day. Or I'll give you a suggestion outside of that, right? This is what Gloria and Holly and I do all day long. We have our consultation calls inside of a 3-way messenger chat. So me, Gloria, and Sally Sue hop in a 3-way chat. Gloria and Sally Sue had already chatted. Gloria posts a list of all of Sally Sue's problems. I come in and voice clip and very briefly explain exactly what I explained, right, with each patch. And this is what Sally Sue needs in order to get herself back on track. And then Sally Sue, oh, great, has a couple more questions maybe in the messenger chat. Gloria will help you get set up. She'll get your order placed for you. Sally Sue, when your patches come in, let us know in here, and we'll make sure that we're talking to you about your placement, your success, and how things are going to progress over the course of the next coming weeks and months. So whichever method you choose, whether it's messenger or whether it's personal phone conversations, because some people like to talk on the phone and they don't like to do messages, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's a 15-minute commitment, not a 45-minute, not an hour, not long drawn out of all this stuff. We'll send facts and data, science to back it from the Facebook page, and we'll send personal testimonials so they can watch those into that chat as well, or send it to them afterwards, right, if we're on the phone with them. So we keep it very simple. People need simple, they need direction, and they need it like this, right? So, senior director, you have an extended week, 1 more week. So if you're sitting here at manager, can you get to senior director in 2 weeks? Yes, you can. I did it in 3 weeks. 0, nothing. Nope, hang on.
I did it.
Got it. There we go. Yes, Laura did it. Gayla did it. Leah's got 1 silver. She's signing up right now. She's going to be senior director. So how many more senior directors are we going to have here on this call right now? How many are we going to have in the coming 2 weeks? We have 2 weeks to be a senior director. And you guys are already managers or above, right? Some of you even have managers you promoted out. So I personally am not taking the holiday and going to start my life next week, because everybody's ready now to have their consultation call, just like the lady in the gym this morning. She wanted to talk now. Pamela. That's her name.
Hey, Stacy,
Yes.
can I add a couple things?
Yes.
So you guys, with these amazing calls that Stacy's talking about, don't forget about your existing clients. Call them up and tell them that you want to do part of your service to them is a 15-minute consultation call for 2022, because you're either going to get them ordering more or different patches, or there's a very strong possibility that you might convert them over to a distributor. Don't ever forget them just because they're in the system. We owe that much to them.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of this coin is, what do you personally need to do to get ready for your 2022? Is it decluttering your home? Is it decluttering your brain? Like Staci and I are very much about brain dumping. And whether it's brain dumping in your business, brain dumping in your relationship, I don't know where the brain dump needs to come from.
Oh, did she just leave? We lost her? Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Yeah.
That was good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, so something that Laura and I do, I've used this tool for a long time, is if there's somebody or some situation in my life that is bothering me or in my brain, causing me to feel a certain way that's not happy, joyous, beneficial way, I write that name of that person or that situation on paper, and then I write down, brain dump, all the ways that it makes me feel. All the ways. And then I go out and burn it. I light that paper on fire. So that's saying that's done. I'm out. It's gone. I'm out. Then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to replace it with those things that I want to feel, those things that I want to experience, those things that I want to have in my life, whether it's, again, a person or a situation. It's really important that we're not harboring or holding on to negative thoughts or feelings or emotions, things that are detrimental for us. So when you look at there's a chart in one of the books, it's called The Power, and it's perfect. There's a line like the horizon, and above the horizon is peace, love, joy, happiness, health, wealth, prosperity, abundance, all things great from God. Below the line is fear, rejection, what's that word? Comparison, shame, guilt, frustration, anger, resentment. All of that stuff is below the line. So if you find, you kind of take an inventory of your day, of your life, of your relationships, of your situations, that there are things below that line, below that horizon, they don't serve your highest good. And believe it or not, they're only hurting you to hang on to those feelings and those emotions and those situations that you maybe are replaying over and over and over in your brain. They're not hurting the person in the situation, or they're not hurting the situation. They're hurting you. They're actually hurting your heart and your soul. And so it's important, as Laura was saying, declutter, get rid of stuff, clean out some closets, do 4 consultation calls and clean out a closet. Put some stuff, go drop it off at the Goodwill, right? Throw it on the curb for the trash man to pick up, whatever you got to do with it. But make sure that you're filling your heart, filling your soul with those higher things above the horizon, whether it's through music, whether it's through journaling, whether it's through a walk, exercise, meditation, talking to a friend you love, playing with your dog, I don't know. But doing something to bring your vibration, your energy level up above, because those things all are, you have to really take into account. What do I want to carry into 2022? How do I want to feel on a consistent basis? And if there are any of them in life, zip them out.
Yeah. Staci reminded me of an exercise that we do all the time that I hadn't done for a while, that it was very obvious I needed to do again, which was, when you're brain dumping, write down the things that you don't want in your life anymore. Write them down on one side of the paper, whatever it is, business-wise, personal-wise, whatever. And then on the other side of the paper, write down what you do want. Write down your top 5 goals. Write down what you want your day to look like. Write down all those things that you're striving for. And then then keep the good side, okay? And take the con side and ball it up and burn it. Burn it. Get rid of it. It's gone. And then put your great 1 through 15 that's important to you, and make sure it's somewhere that you can see it every single day, maybe several times a day. because that's what's going to make you do those consultation calls, not just Stacy telling you. Stacy can sit here and talk to all of us till she's blue in the face, but unless all of us become very clear on what we want, that collective consciousness that we speak of so much is not going to merge. So just know that as you're moving into 2022, that these things are as important. So take the time because you'll soar beyond what you're even thinking about, working up, about what you're even dreaming about now. Right, Stace?
Absolutely, girl. You're very correct. There's a little exercise that Abraham talks about, and it's what is satisfying to me. So think about the things that are satisfying, and they're on that right side. And what's not satisfying to me, that's on the left side. And so making sure that you're okay. Maybe it's your relationships. Maybe there's some things with family or some things with friends. People in your life. Is this a satisfying situation? Is this a satisfying connection? And if you're not satisfied, if it doesn't sit right with you, if you don't feel right with it, then you need to evaluate that. Because here's the thing, I think sometimes, a lot of times, people become attached to other people. They become physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically attached to people and to situations. And that those chemicals that are released in the brain, like on a scientific level, they're things that keep happening over and over again because you have wired your brain that way to have these different situations or these different connections or relationships. And so look at each of the relationships that you have and each of the situations that you have going on in your life right now. Maybe it's at your job, maybe it's with certain family members, and to make a decision like, is this satisfying to me? Do I like this situation? I can't tell you how many times over the years that I have literally left an event or a situation or whatever and went, okay, let me think about this day, because that is not what I have written down for my ideal day on a piece of paper. So I'm going to rewrite my day immediately. And so you determine what your days look like. Brett and I determined we were going to get up at 6 a.m. this morning, even though it is holiday break, and we were going to head over to the middle of the state to watch our son play basketball. And we both worked on the phone on the way over there, and I'm obviously on the way home after here, and I've got his phone, so I'm answering his messages. But we made that decision. This is what we wanted our day to start with. So we make a decision every day, what we're doing, who we're interacting with, even though the refs were horrific over there. That was not a good situation, but it's all good. So I want you guys to be real purposeful with your days and with the people that you're interacting with, and know that you have a bigger purpose here. You were brought into this organization, into LifeWave as a company, because believe it or not, if you want to say it or not, we're working with light. And so we are light workers. We have something that is here to help people physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And so that's an awesome place to be, and an incredible gift that we've been given to be able to be in a position to have something that literally is changing people's lives on all those levels. So do you guys have any specific questions? If you're not able to unmute, you can type in the chat. But do you have any questions this morning specifically in anything? I know we haven't got together since last Thursday, so it's been a few days.
I just wanted to share that one of my favorite sayings is, where focus goes, energy flows, and to be very intentional in 2022, because this is going to be a phenomenal year.
Yeah.
It really is.
I have a question, Stacy. This is Brenda. If my Michael Barboza comes back on as a like a silver, and I can get my manager status back through, can I do that through my customers ordering the products? Or do I have to sign up new silvers?
So let me make sure I understand what you're saying. So you're saying right now, today, you're not paid as manager. And so you have you have 4 silvers that you've currently enrolled. I know you've enrolled more than that, but you've enrolled at least 4 silvers, 2 on your right, 2 on your left. So out of all the people you've enrolled, if you log in and you click on that center box that says rank advancement, it'll show you what you need next in order to be paid as manager, okay? And so you just need, out of all of the people you've enrolled, 2 on the left and 2 on the right, to have at least a 55 BV order, which is a supportive patch. You know, one sleeve of ice wave, and they're active for you. So when you log in, you can see who you've enrolled. If you click on organization and you go down to binary tree viewer, you'll have red hearts on the people that you've personally enrolled. And so you can click on them and see if they're active. They'll have a red X or they'll have a green check. If they don't have a green check, then they need at least one supportive patch. Now, we know obviously your customers are using the X39. Maybe in their pack, I know you have a lot of gold packs. Maybe they ordered multiple X39. So that's, again, a good reason, like Laura said, and I said as well, connect with your current customers for these consultation calls as well, too, to see how they're doing, what's going on with what they're using, and what you can do to best help and support them in reaching those goals for 2022. So just one supportive patch, and they are active. So to be paid as manager, you have to have 2 silvers on the left, 2 silvers on the right. If they've already ordered their enrollment kit, they're outside of their 30 days, then they each just need a 55 BV or above order in order for them to be active for you, paid as a manager.
And that would be a supportive patch or X39.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, awesome. I'm going to get on it today. I have to move all my stuff out of Mona's, the rest of the stuff, and then I'm going to get on it, and I need to be on the 1 o'clock call as well.
Perfect. Okay, good.
Anyway, I appreciate everything. Your suggestion was awesome, and I really appreciate it.
You are very, very welcome. Very welcome. So any other questions you guys have this morning? Anything else I can help you with?
Hey, Stacy, it's Darlene. I do have a question.
Yes.
So I've got 2, I placed a really large order the other night. It's a gal she's been buying a lot. She still has sciatica problems, and I have another one with the sciatic. And I looked and tried to find where are we putting the patches for that. So I've had them do the Eon, the X39. These 2, I'm not getting any pain relief for that. Any ideas, suggestions?
Yeah, so Ice Wave, for sure. Ice Wave that is your guaranteed we're going to eliminate your pain. X39 and Eon are never a guarantee for that. We know that reducing inflammation helps with pain. We know that increasing GHK helps with pain, but it doesn't mean that it's going to immediately get rid of it. So Ice Wave is the patch that does that. And you can move those patches around in order to get the relief that you need, obviously, depending on the locations. Something else, and I shared this last night, Gloria and I did a Zoom on depression and anxiety. And doing my research over the last week on and off and reading and listening to different audios, I shared quite a few of them yesterday in the chat. The one specifically, it was David was being interviewed by a Dutch team. And so you had to wait for him to speak, and then the lady to speak in Dutch, and him to speak. It was really good. And so he really got into pain management using Nirvana. Nirvana, the pill and the patch, because they increase the beta endorphins, it's 20 to 30 times more powerful than morphine. And we know what morphine does. But he does say that the Nirvana system takes between 1 to 2 weeks to eliminate the pain in the body. Worst case scenario, it's 3 to 4 weeks, but within that 3 to 4 week period of time, you have increased the beta endorphins on a daily basis consistently enough that they have literally taken over in your body as if morphine would, but non-toxic and not harmful at all, to eliminate the pain. So he says, obviously X39, Eon, Ice Wave, Nirvana, are in that pain protocol.
Oh, interesting.
You guys
It's
frozen our
huge.
mind.
That is huge because I have a person I was talking to on Christmas Day who has bone on bone and other problems. He can barely move, and he's tried everything. And I asked him if he'd be interested in this protocol, and he took the information. His wife and he had already discussed it and said they were not interested because she said what he's using is working. But then he told me when I talked to him, he said nothing is working. I'm in intense pain. I have bone on bone. He showed me the x-rays of his knee and his spine, and he said, I'm in excruciating pain.
Wow.
So I've got to talk to him today and get him on to Nirvana, and I have a Nirvana, so I'll sell it to him.
Oh, Laura, was that depression, anxiety Zoom recorded by any chance?
You're muted, Laura.
You're going to have to talk to Staci about that.
Because that would be.
Nancy, I
I
have it
don't-
recorded and we
Okay.
put it on Vimeo.
Oh,
Okay,
God
so
bless
all
you.
the calls that Stacy and I are doing for my group, I'm putting on Vimeo so everybody has access. So if you message me on Facebook, I'll get you the link.
Okay, what's your last name, Gloria?
Coppola, Coppola.
That's one. I have a niece that's really kind of in trouble. So
Yeah,
Thank
and that
you.
video actually got a lot of interest. I already signed somebody up early this morning because she saw it.
love it. Thank you.
What is Vimeo? Oh my God, is it another thing to
It's
know?
like YouTube, but it's more private.
It's fabulous.
Vimeo.
I thought that was a way to get money.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Nancy, when you get that link, will you send it to me, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and we're gonna do another one on for the new year on weight and stuff and hormones and thyroid, all that kind of stuff. So it'll be posted on Vimeo once I upload the recording. Okay.
Gloria, would you have the link available at this moment and just put it into chat?
I don't know how to do it in here. I'd have to go on my computer and get the link.
Okay.
Do you
I'll try
ever
to figure it out.
let cross-line people come to your calls just to learn? Because I have a thyroid issue that I'm overcoming, but I'd like to overcome it faster.
We're doing it in my private group,
Uh-huh.
but that's why I put it on Vimeo so everybody can have
Good.
access to it. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. I'll try to get that link, but if not, Nancy, just
I will. I'll
DM
find
me.
it.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Also, if possible, like that would be very helpful.
So you're the famous Gloria. I've been dying to meet you. You're inspiring us all.
Huh?
You're making it
just
happen.
helping like all of you. That's all.
I know, but it's encouraging to us.
Well, I think the best thing that Gloria is doing right now is doing the 3 ways with Staci.
I know. I need to
And
go
all of
over
us
that.
have that access. It's
easy.
you know,
It's fast and easy for everybody.
yeah. I mean, if you're a person who has a real problem asking for help, I would say get over that like really quickly so your business will soar.
I was just
Because
about to say.
This business is not a business done alone.
Mm-mm.
And for a lot of people who are used to their jobs and doing everything themselves because that's just what we did, then you got to stop, because it will, as Howard Falco says, it will extend your time that it's taking you to get to where you want to go. So then the question is, it kind of goes back to brain dumping. How quickly do you want to get to your goal? Like, if we all want to do what Staci just laid out for us, as far as managers going to directors, because she has something in the loop there, or people getting to senior director, adding one more week, those going for executive. The only way to get there with speed, and as we all know, success loves speed, we've all heard it a million times, then you have to get past that, oh, I can do this, I don't need anybody's help, or I can't ask her, she's too busy. That doesn't exist in this. If somebody's too busy for you in this industry, they're not in my wheelhouse. I can tell you that right now. It's just like all of us are here to help. All of us would drop anything to help anybody on our team. I know I would. I know Stacy would, because that's what makes it all work. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, did we lose Stacy?
I think so.
Okay. Does anybody else have any more questions before we go? All right, Gloria just put that in the chat, you guys.
Oh,
Good
hold
for
on.
Gloria. But I have a silly question. I've not done Vimeo, but can I take this like a Google site and then just copy paste it into Google?
Sure. I don't know why you couldn't. It's just a copy. It's just a link.
So Vimeo is like Vimeo is like Facebook.
And
Like
YouTube.
It's like YouTube, but it's private.
Put it right into your search
I just
window.
copied and pasted it, and it worked fine.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, I think we have 3 so far that we've done. So if you go into Vimeo, into that, and subscribe, you'll get notifications every time I post one.
Okay.
Oh, God bless you.
God bless Stacy too.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
I see you both.
And I agree with Laura. It really is teamwork. It totally is. And I've been in other companies before. And Stacy, I mean, gosh, the woman's unstoppable.
Yeah, she's a machine. But you know what? A lot of other companies in this industry really don't teach cohesiveness. They really teach you're out for yourself.
Exactly.
And to me personally, in my opinion,
There's a
that's
whole lot
very,
of stuff
very
behind you,
sad.
so don't move.
But that's here nor there. Just know that here we're together. Like that's what makes this work. And we are together here, you guys. That's why people are watching us. That's why we have so many amazing guests join us, because they are wanting that. They're wanting that cohesiveness and drive, that getting together like we do, it works well. So does anybody else have any other questions?
May I call you so we can practice getting on the DMs together? That's really, because I know I did it. I want to just get really good at it, and then I'm going to follow
Absolutely.
Gloria.
Yeah, absolutely. When do you want to do that? Do you want to do that now
Today.
when we get off? You want to
Yeah.
do it later?
Yeah.
Now?
No,
Okay.
right now.
Sure. Let's do it.
Nancy, I keep it really simple, really, really simple. All I do is introduce the person to Stacy. I'll put a couple of their symptoms and I turn it over to Stacy, and she does a voice message usually, so it's fast.
Yeah.
And then I just get on a call and set them up.
Yep.
I love it.
That's what I did with Stacy. I had a girl that just wasn't moving, but she had a laundry list of issues as well as everybody in her family.
Mm-hmm.
And so then other transpire, and then I came in like a later and said, "Hey, Stace, just wanted to give you a heads up," or I refer to her as Dr. Stacy. And I said, this is what Jackie's got going on, just to give you a little background. And then boom, the minute I did that, it took off. It up the next day.
Okay, I'm in. Come on, ladies,
And
let's all jump in.
Great
Let's
way to
jump
learn.
in together.
Sit back and just learn.
Do something new. Yeah, this is just something new, and I'm going to master it.
Yeah.
So.
Let me tell you guys something that's so fabulous about this company. There's a million things that are fabulous, but those who have been in other companies, the coolest thing about this company is building to senior director is done through structure. That's it. Okay. From that point forward, you're building for volume. So the cool thing about that is it really, for me personally, and I can't speak to it for everybody, but for me personally, what's so cool about that is the majority of my time is spent helping other people get to manager, director, and senior director if they're willing. See, because when I take that time to do that, that's not only helping them get to where they want to go, of course that's helping me too. But it's at that point where I'm not worried about this person here, that person there. You have to always have to rank as my pay. Okay, like I can't be senior director and go to executive director without having two directors underneath of me. Hence why I am wanting to help everybody get to director and above as quickly as we can, because then that's going to put them in that position as well.
And it's based on something so beautiful, which is helping people relieve their health issues. I mean, the whole premise is so wonderful that we all win.
Right.
So
we met, ask yourself the question, and you know what? I will say this before we scoot. I want you guys, and if you have people on your team, try to help them with this too. I want you, all of us, to not limit ourselves. Like, stand up and make a goal. Like, there is no reason in this God's green earth that anybody should be waiting till the end of January to go to senior director. That's coming from a place of uncertainty. Mentally, nowhere else. Work out of your comfort zone a little bit. Set a bigger goal for yourself. Write it down on your calendar. I'm going to be senior director by January 8th. And there's that calendar. Senior director is written in big red letters on January 8th. And that's your goal. That's the timeline. You've just said it. Now go get it.
And ask for help.
And
if you need
ask
it.
for a ton of help.
Yeah. Laura, what should I do?
It
Help
doesn't
me.
mean you
Who do I
didn't
call?
do it by yourself, you guys. That does not mean that. This is not a flag you have to walk up, Kilimanjaro and go, I did it all by myself. Okay? You don't have to do that here. So, anyway.
Woohoo!
All right, you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you for all the sharing today. It was awesome.
All right, Nancy, you're gonna call me right now, right?
Yep.
No, you know what I want you to do? I want you to message me.
Ooh, okay, I will.
Okay.
And
bye.
Dawn, I'm going to call you today. Love
Okay,
you all.
bye, everybody.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.